I'm Andy Webb, Manager Rail at GHD here in Melbourne. I'm happy with the RISB product development process. I think one of its key features is its strength, and that's bringing together the experience of a core number of people to provide that focus in the development of standards, while it's also blending in a wider public consultation. And it's good to see the enthusiasm and energy of the people who are committed to producing some of our national standards. The projects that myself and my colleagues at GHD are working on include new standards for signalling cable specifications, a new standard for signalling cable routes and foundations, another one for civil earthworks, and finally we're having a look at a standard for type approval of rail equipment and an associated code of practice. We're involved in the authoring side of these, and certainly they've got their challenges, but that's all part of the process. A couple of the key items to be worked through are certainly identifying appropriate hazards for the various requirements, because I think it's important we understand why we're doing things and we have that safety link through our standard documentation, and also ensuring that the final document is readable and usable and can therefore be applied by the rail industry as a whole. The advantage is really there, first of all, across the whole industry, from our suppliers through our contractors and to our rail operators. The advantages too, I think, will accrue over a period of time. The journey in producing standards, common standards, is going to take time, but the advantages aren't at the end of the journey, they're along the way. The advantages that come back to reducing costs in terms of reworking to find the same solution to a common problem, reducing costs in terms of adapting particular solutions to a specific state or operator need. But I think also, and perhaps crucially, avoiding confusion at state or operator boundaries, because confusion in our industry certainly brings along safety risks. So the key advantages really come back to efficiency and safety for our rail industry. So for me, it was really reconfirming that the industry has a great wealth of knowledge and experience in what we do in operations, rolling stock or infrastructure, and that there is a great commitment in the industry to improve what we're doing and to contribute knowledge and documentation. There's an enormous amount of common practice and an enormous amount of common ways of doing things. And I think that's what we focus on as we develop standards, and it's that gives us the foundation of producing some really good national rail standards. The problems we face here in Australia have probably been solved somewhere else in Australia, or definitely have probably been solved somewhere else overseas. And part of the development process is identifying these learning areas, and that's all part of some of the satisfaction you gain by being part of the standard development process. It's all about being part of trying to improve our rail industry. The future is about standardisation. That's not debatable, it's needed and it's essential for growth. So by being involved with RISB and supporting RISB, then you've got an opportunity to support standard development. You've got the opportunity to support improvements in efficiency and safety in the industry, and then ultimately be supporting our national rail industry. The alternative is to see that opportunity pass you by. Be involved.